I used to love the nightlife and hang out in a bar. I used to hit the bottom, but then I hit a car. I'm laid up in a wheelchair, paralyzed for life. Got money through a settlement to see me through the stripe. My attitude is different now, the future's not so bleak. I even got a mansion and filled it full of freaks. My life, such as it is. My life, such as it is. Such as it is. My severed friends are with me, they're brilliantly deformed. I got a girl called Franny, my shelter from the storm. Don't touch your feelings of pity, the hard times never last. Without a leg to stand on, I still manage to kick ass. My life, such as it is. My life, such as it is. Such as it is. Paralyzed. Paralyzed for life.
Damn-alicious. That egg fouillon smells good.
Fellas, this one's on me.
Cut not good.
Try one of these. Could we get some fortune cookies with that?
We haven't eaten for 3 days. I think I'm going to faint.
Well, maybe you need some air. Quick, somebody roll down the window and throw him out!
Now, fellas, let's look for the silver lining. At least we're not going home to a sink full of dirty dishes.
What we were going home to was a bunch of moving guys ransacking our house. Just because of a few years of missed payments, the bank wanted to liquidate our assets.
Not my spice rack! No! Oh, at least leave me the cumin!
Morty, does it bother you just a smidge that we have so much when those around us have so little?
Not at all. You?
Oh, please, please, no! Leave me, Donna Dresser, please! We're gonna get married!
Forget it, Blazer. These guys would repossess the air in my tires if they could.
I just wish we didn't have to see them wallow in poverty. How about some new blinds for this window?
Tuna casserole. Only instead of tuna, I used silverfish.
I can't eat no more bugs! I need real food, man!
Grizz is taking care of that right now.
Rooster! Sweet Jesus, I win again.
Hey! Since when do you spell rooster with a Q and 2 B's?
House of Cripples.
Oh!
Really? I'll pass on the news. It was for you, Riley. I'll put this as gently as I can. Your Uncle Bob Grizzlemeyer is stone cold dead. The worms are probably eating his decomposing arse this very minute.
No! Not Uncle Bob! The uncle I hardly knew! In fact, the uncle I didn't know existed.
My condolences. I feel your pain. Let's drink to the old fart!
Hey! He was my flesh and blood. It's sad.
Well, I guess you won't be spending a lot of quality time together now.
Apparently he was richer than a whorehouse full of bankers. And he left his entire fortune to you, me boy.
Oh, God bless you, Uncle Bob. was nice to finally have a little dough. And being the generous soul I am, I wanted to share it with my friends. They say that money can't buy happiness. However, you can rent it for a while.
Oh, you girls are so naughty. Oh, yeah. Spike me, baby. Take no prisoners. Oh, yeah. Hey!
I might not have hands, but this is the next best thing. I had them gold-plated.
And I bought a little something to add some class to this joint. A genuine Picasso.
Must have been from Picasso's blind period. Oh well, we can afford it. This is the life. It looks like all our hard work paid off.
What hard work would that be?
Neglecting our responsibilities, leeching off society, but it was all worth it. Let's toast.
There he is, officer. Arrest that man immediately.
Hold that toast.
Lock him up forever. He stole my most prized possession, the Saint Germain rubies, and traded them in for a pool full of cheap sluts.
Do you know what these girls charge? They're hardly cheap.
Sir, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
This is obviously some kind of mistake. I would know a ruby from my asshole.
Well, sir, they're both small and red, but rubies are used primarily for jewelry, whereas your asshole...
He's lying. The thief clearly had knowledge of my schedule as, say, a neighbor might. He knew I'd be at my bridge game last night.
Look, I don't know anything about her schedule, except if she can find some time in it, she can bite me.
Then, Mr. O'Reilly, would you care to explain these?
I can't believe they put me under house arrest. I've never been so humiliated.
Listen, Riley, I know we haven't always gotten along, but I want you to know that I'm behind you 110%, and I'll do anything to help you out of this mess.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Sucker! Like I'd help you.
Riley, I'm ready to go to jail with you anytime. Actually, the sooner the better.
Whoa, you want to go to jail? Oh, come on, don't you realize it? Ew!
A girl can dream, can't she?
Hey! Somebody help me out here! Whoa!
Hurry, boys, he's making a getaway.
Jeez, like I need to get hit by another car? Whoa!
That sounds like it hurt.
Mr. O'Reilly, we have the manhole surrounded. Do not move.
Shouldn't be a problem. House arrest was turning out to be a royal pain, but it did have one perk: conjugal visits.
Oh, man, this is so much better than trying to peek in Riley's room.
The sounds of young love.
That reminds me, we're having pork for dinner.
Dude, I can't believe they have you locked up in here. It's like major bummer time. I can't find your uncle to prove he left you all this green.
Of course you can't find him. He's dead.
See, these are the kind of things you can't be hiding from me, bro. I'm your lawyer. I have to know everything. But check this out. I made a deal with the DA. You're a free dude.
Great! How'd you clear it up so fast?
There's like one teeny technicality. You've got to find the skeevy rat who really stole those rubies in the next 24 hours, or you go to jail for, like, ever.
Like, bummer.
So if you don't figure out who stole those rubies, they're gonna toss you in the pokey?
Yeah, it looks that way.
And this concerns me how?
Because, you ingrate, if they take Riley away, you'll all be back on the street.
Dear God, no! I can't go back on the street again! I couldn't bear to face another balloon!
Amen times two, brother.
I'm gonna hate myself for asking, but
What the hell are you clowns talking about?
Well, before we met all of you, Fontaine and I were balloon artistes. Oh, children would come from miles around just to buy one of our beautiful balloon animals.
There you go, darling. Pierre the Poodle.
What the hell?
Another satisfied customer.
And then it all came crashing down. A woman from the back ordered 500 balloons. Our biggest order ever. We were thrilled. As soon as we were finished...
You know what? I've changed my mind. I'll just take one.
From that day on, we couldn't do it anymore. Oh, do you have any idea what it's like to blow 500 animals?
Spaulding?
Those poor balloon animals.
Please, that's a life of luxury. I used to work in the finest wig store in the city. The king of the wig mannequins, they called me. Then, at the grand opening of our new display, it happened.
Herbert, he's looking up my skirt.
I could have been the greatest wig mannequin of all time. But I was washed up. And nobody. I can't go back to my old life.
Those stories made me realize one thing. I just lost 10 of the remaining 3 minutes of my life on the most sorry-ass flashbacks I've ever been bored to tears with. Can we please get on with the business of saving my numb but otherwise precious butt? We decided to split up to make the most of our time. Grizz manned a checkpoint to watch for any suspicious activity.
Official neighborhood business. Have you been drinking?
No?
Then you better get started. Perhaps you care to explain this? Smells like evidence. Double cheese and pepperoni evidence.
Fontaine had another idea. He and the guys scoured the neighborhood for any sign of the rubies.
Fine gems emit a high-pitched frequency. We pick them up right here. Follow me, this way. Keep coming, we're getting closer.
As usual, Franny had a slightly different approach.
And now the candle of lost things. Clear the fog so we might see, O candle of lost things.
Where'd you get the money to buy this? And why'd you buy such a cheap brand? I'm going to have to confiscate it.
They found something.
I hate nature.
I'm telling you, it's not here.
It's got to be. This machine is never wrong. What are you trying to tell me, girl? Well, if that isn't the funniest thing, it's my watch. Ho, ho, ho.
You asshead!
Meanwhile, with the minutes ticking by, I figured I'd better take a poke around the scene of the crime. Oh, this place is locked up tighter than a nun's bloomers.
I'll give a gay man a bobby pin. He can perform open heart surgery.
All right, you keep a lookout. I'll see what I can find. Isn't this sweet? The Bromberg salad days. Now all I need is a place to vomit. Hello? What's this?
So, did you find anything?
Did I ever? I just don't know what the hell it is. Good evening, everyone. You're probably wondering why I've asked you here tonight.
We live here, stupid.
I've taken the liberty of inviting a few guests to our little soiree.
This is preposterous. We don't have to stand for this. Mort, do something.
Who else around here could use a drink? Show of hands.
If you will be so kind as to indulge me, Inspector, I've uncovered some information which I think you might find very interesting.
I've been doing this job for 20 years. I don't find anything very interesting. I'm gonna sit.
The candle of truth to clear the air for justice and honesty to come forth.
It's a good thing she's got those fabulous sweater pumpkins, 'cause she can be a real loon job.
During our investigation, some surprising revelations have come to light. For instance, Lefty and Fontaine were once renowned balloon artists, but something we didn't learn, just who was the spectator who destroyed their lives that fateful day. Any ideas, Lefty?
Well, you see...
I didn't think so. Miss Bromberg, any idea where this came from?
I don't know what you are talking about.
Well, maybe we can jog your memory. But first, would you like some caviar? I know how you love those little eggs.
No. You know what? I've changed my mind. I'll just take one.
Ah!
You know what? I've changed my mind. I'll just take one.
Lefty and Fontaine, driven by rage, seeking revenge against the woman who tore your lives asunder, you rode your bicycles to the Brombergs, thus the tire tracks, and stole the precious Saint Germain rubies.
I still got me one of them balloons. Who like themselves a nice puppy dog?
Jeez, there's nothing good on the tube tonight.
Inspector, please.
Sorry. Sounds good to me. Take him away, boys.
But they couldn't have done it.
Why not?
For the simple reason, they don't own bicycles. Now, Blazer.
What? You can't possibly think that I...
Does this ring a bell? You had a brilliant career as a wig mannequin. You were at the top of your profession until... The genitals that got you fired. Those very same genitals belong to Liz Bromberg.
No! God, there they are again! Everywhere I go, it's like they're following me!
How else to repay her for ruining your career but to steal her precious gems? So you chose your moment and, using the cover of darkness, ingeniously broke in and stole those famous Saint Germain rubies.
Yes! How many points for xylophone?
Inspector, my evidence? See? He's confessing.
No, I got burned by the candle of truth.
Sorry.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
You gotta admit, Riley's story makes pretty good sense. Arrest the little fella.
But this time, Blazer's telling the truth. He wasn't even in the area that night. It was his weekly meeting with his parole officer. Franny, bring in the real culprit, Sister Butch Johnson. That same Sister Butch was on her way to the orphanage that night to administer her bi-weekly beatings. Only on this particular night, she was running late. She realized that walking just wouldn't do.
Oh, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
But what was her motive?
Aha! This time it was not revenge. She immediately recognized the Saint Germain rubies, for they once belonged to the church. They were worn by Pope Pompous himself in the 11th century.
Gee, I'd like to get me one of them Pope hats.
If I could return them, I'd be guaranteed a place at his side for eternity. A supply of terrified orphans at my feet forever. But I didn't take them.
Well, hell's bells and spank me with a paddle. Somebody took 'em.
What?
Time's up. Take 'em all away. We'll sort it out downtown.
Guess I lost my touch.
Wait, I've got it! Liz Bromberg stole her own ruby!
Huh?
Riley recently inherited a large sum of money from his uncle Bob Grizzlemeyer, which is fine, except Bob Grizzlemeyer never died.
Uncle Bob's alive?
Bob Grizzlemeyer never died because Bob Grizzlemeyer never existed.
Will everyone please stop gasping for a minute? If there was no Bob Grizzlemeyer, then who sent the money?
Something about the name Bob Grizzlemeyer struck me as odd. And I finally figured out why.
Now you can gasp.
So, the scrawny little hoe stole her own rubies to frame the boss and get us kicked out of the house. Baby, I like the way you think.
You've all been watching too many movies. Come on, Mort. We're going home.
Not so fast!
Well, looky here.
The St. Germain rubies!
You have the right to remain silent, yada yada, just like on TV.
Good luck.
No! I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling clods.
Well,
You couldn't have thought of this earlier?
you're welcome.
Hey, Riley, I appreciate you pointing a finger at me. I wish I could give you the finger right back!
Now, I've never been a violent man, but you're making me rethink my position.
This is all sad. Very, very sad.
Yes. That we're at each other's throats. That great wealth made the Brombergs morally bankrupt.
No, that they forgot these. Come on, my hearties. Drinks are on the house. Let's liquor up!